Hello, Carnage Cravers. Welcome back to Carnage Corner. I am Ken Carnage. And here we have it, guys. It's the last part of my review for Batman v Superman. It's been a long road. It was a long movie. It was jam-packed. Had a lot of things that needed to be discussed and gone over. But that being said, my last video I covered the fight between Batman and Superman. Which Batman won because he just kicks Superman's ass because Superman's a tool. I shouldn't say that. It's not nice, but I've never really liked Superman. That being said, Henry Cavill's Superman might be the one I like best. So that being said, I'll go on and talk about the Doomsday Fight, which, personal belief, the Doomsday Fight was only put in the movie to do two things, which it did. Fight was very busy. It was very CGI. I didn't like the look of Doomsday. I wasn't a big fan of that. The fight scene itself is good. The fight scene's pretty cool. It was really designed to be a showcase for Wonder Woman. That way people didn't go, oh, she's in the movie, you never even see her be Wonder Woman. Okay, well, we saw her in the armor, guys. There you go. But that fight scene was mostly, from my view, a showcase for her. And she's awesome character. Like I said earlier in an earlier video, Gal Gadot still needs some work on her acting, but she's shown improvement, so that really gives me hope going forward that she improved even more before she started filming Wonder Woman. That being said, the other purpose of the Doomsday Fight was to kill Superman. Spoiler alert, by the way. Yes, they kill Superman. He stabs him right through the chest. Superman is dead. Or is he? Yeah, they did it, folks. They left it right up to the end. You think Superman's dead, and then the dirt floats off the casket, which I'm not sure which one of Superman's powers that is, making dirt float. Last I checked, he wasn't telekinetic, but hey, whatever. I give him credit. It was ambitious what they did. It was very ambitious, trying to cover the Dark Knight Returns and the death of Superman in one film. So, I give them a lot of credit because it was very ambitious. I don't understand why on earth they killed off Superman here. Just doesn't make sense to me. Because, well, what are you going to do now? You're going to have Justice League without Superman? Are you gonna? Here's something they could do. Although we've kind of seen it to a degree, because Superman could come back all fucked up in the head and evil. But they've already had Batman fighting Superman. Is Aquaman fighting with Batman going to be any better? Seriously, I don't know what they're doing. They get paid the big bucks. I don't. So with any luck, they know what they're doing. Hopefully it'll make more sense. I don't see a place they can go where it's not eyeball rolling. That being said, again, I've talked about the Lex Luthor, Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor before, and how much I love the Lex Luthor character, and how awesome it was. And when it's funny because while they're shaving his head because he's being thrown in jail, it occurred to me that this whole film, he was eccentric and nuts before we met him. But as the time went on through the film, he's become more and more unhinged until the very end when he is just batshit crazy and evil. And he's clearly, at least in my mind, he is clearly talking about Darkseid while he's saying he's coming. So And I think Darkseid, I think it's pretty much a shoo-in that Darkseid is going to be the big bad for the Justice League film. Which I'm all cool with that. That's awesome. You know, as long as they do it right. I mean, anything can be awesome if they do it right. So hopefully they stay on the path they're on and they don't screw it up. I know a lot of people are showing this movie a lot of hate. I've been one of the movie's biggest detractors up until the point where I saw it, and then I felt better. Here's the thing. A movie this big is never going to make everybody happy. You've got those people who want to shit on it just to shit on it. I mean, just because that's what they like to do. Oh, they're just going to talk trash. That's not the kind of person you want to listen to when it comes to an opinion on film. When you talk about film, you should, you know, when you go in to see a movie, you should be impartial. You really got to check your expectations at the door. Sometimes it's hard to do. I'm going to be honest, when it comes time to go see Suicide Squad, I'm going to have a hard time checking my expectations at the door because I'm so very much looking forward to that film. But you got to check your expectations at the door. And sometimes when you do that, you get to be pleasantly surprised. Which that's one of my favorite things, is to be pleasantly surprised. So that being said, I know you're going through 3 videos now and you're like, Ken, just give us the damn rating already. So here's the story. I wrestled with this, trying to figure out what the rating should be for Batman v Superman. And I think I've got it figured because, I mean, as you know, I went through all the previous DC films, which was an exercise in, you know, comparing film and, you know, the question of what makes a film good, what makes a film bad. And in many instances, it's based on personal preference, because personal preference is a big factor in whether or not you like a movie. But there are things that are measurable. There are things that are quantifiable. You can make a discerned statement about whether or not something was a good performance, whether or not the film was received well, whether or not the action looks believable, whether, you know, there are things that you can say for sure. So I struggled. I wrestled. And a lot of you probably may not agree with this, but I am going to give the film an 8 out of 10. I put it on par. I absolutely put it on par with films like Batman Begins and films like The Dark Knight Rises. I do not put it on par with The Dark Knight. Personally, I believe The Dark Knight was slightly superior. Just as a movie. Period. Just as a movie. That being said, I really, really enjoyed Batman v Superman. Ben Affleck is a great Batman. I'm eating my words happily. I hope he continues to be a great Batman. Word is that he's going to be directing the Batman standalone film. I actually think that might be a mistake. Not that he's a bad director. He's not. He's a great director. But I would have him direct Justice League, because then he can focus more on being a director, because he's not in practically every scene of the movie. But hey, who knows, who knows, who knows. But, you know, Zack Snyder has Zack Snyder, I don't know who Jack Snyder is, maybe it's his hairy cousin. Zack Snyder has started principal photography and shooting for Justice League. It's very exciting. Wonder Woman has wrapped on production. We are knee-deep in DC movies now, and, you know, it's nice. It's nice to see them finally getting ahead of steam. Hopefully they don't get the rug pulled out from underneath them. But, yeah. Batman v Superman, the latest film from DC Warner Brothers, gets an 8 out of 10. That's pretty damn good. So, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I am Ken Carnage. This is Carnage Corner. Don't forget to join me next time when I do a review of this year's WrestleMania 32. So, until next time, people, Carnage, right around the corner.